Now, if you were looking for an easy way to kind of reduce some of those key signs of aging, I know I am, look no further, because if you have wrinkles, crow's feet, or under eye bags, Plexaderm is the solution. Lifestyle expert Melinda McKinsey is here to change the way you see yourself in the mirror for the better.
For the better, right? You want to look like you, only fresher, and that's the great thing about Plexaderm.
And I love that. And I love that you do a great job of kind of explaining how it works and what it does.
Yeah, because the great thing about Plexaderm is it's simple and easy to use. It took dermatologists and researchers a while to come up with this, and that's why we love to show the Richie video.
Yes.
The great thing about Richie is he has those three-dimensional bags, and whether you have allergies, you're tired, or it's from aging, that's a really tough thing to get rid of. There's no good way to cover it. So the great thing about Richie is he's our little experiment here. You saw him put it on clean, dry skin, and then we'll come back and see how quickly it works.
And a great thing that we're using Richie is can be used for guys and gals.
Yes.
But you bring me lots of kind of before and afters, because I love to see the results that we're going to see.
Right. You know, and the great thing about everyone that they show is that they're regular people, right?
Yeah.
No models. And so whatever your issue is, so you're going to see these before and afters, whether you have the creping, the lines, the puffiness, everywhere you put Plexaderm on, basically what it does is it draws moisture to the surface and tightens your skin at the same time. So you look like you just look fresher. And that's such a great example in all these photos here.
And I think a lot of people are seeing themselves in the befores, you know what I mean? That after, you know, a long weekend, or it doesn't have to be just from aging. We just sometimes are tired. And
we're tired, or we, like I said, we have allergies, or we've been traveling somewhere, and so the weather conditions affect us. So anywhere on your face that you'd like to look fresher, the great thing about Plexaderm is it's highly condensed. You only need a little bit. And as you see from the results from here, they're fantastic. If you didn't know what they were doing, you would just think, you look great.
And I love that we're kind of doing the little arrows, because there are so many places on the face we can cover.
Right. Think about anywhere on your face where you want moisture and you want it tightened a little bit. So pretty much I use my laugh lines, I use around my eyes, because those are places that I have found over time I just get those great indentations. And looking on the neck too, you know, great thing about that is that's something that after a while you're like, oh, what happened here? You know?
Well, and every lady knows that. We can, you know, do as much as we want here, but the neck usually gives the age away.
It does. And it's shocking. One day you look down and you go, I didn't even know this was here. So the great thing about Plexaderm is it is going to tighten it and it's going to moisturize it, so it does look natural.
Now, I want to kind of go back to the very beginning, Melinda, because again, this is a cream. We're not talking about doctor's visits, injections, anything. This is a cream.
This is a cream, and it's a highly concentrated cream. So the great thing about it is you just need a little dab to make it work. And the fact that you put on clean, dry skin, there's no prep work. There's no, you know, I'm used to get like bottles and bottles. Like if you do this, then wait for that. The great thing about Plexaderm is you just need the Plexaderm.
Well, I love that, of course. Now, we are seeing the before and afters, but I love it when you kind of have somebody. I also like it when you bring me someone that's skeptical.
Yes.
And then they have wonderful things to say. Did you bring me a testimony today?
Yeah, so I'm really excited because, like I said, these are regular people. We ask people to call in all the time, so you're going to love what these people have to say.
Let's see.
When I first looked in the mirror, I thought I was looking at an 8x10 photograph of myself about 10 years ago. And I think if someone is working with the public in sales, marketing, outside, it's good to have that edge. And I think Plexaderm could perhaps give you that edge. It does work. And I do see the results. Why not give it a shot? What have you got to lose?
I could have 20 hours of sleep and people always say, oh, you look tired, which I'm 58, expect gravity to hit. So when I saw Plexaderm and I saw the advertisement, I definitely had reservations when I first came in to use the product. And looking in the mirror, I could definitely say it's a winner. And I think every woman in America would want to use it, whether they're young. And I've had bags from the time I was 28 years old to 58. And I'll wait till I'm 75 to get the whole facelift, but maybe with Plexaderm, I won't need it.
What a code word of "you look tired" is.
That you never want to hear that. I know they think they're being thoughtful, but obviously that means we need a little pick-me-up, right? So the great thing about Plexaderm, and the reason I love it is I've been in the skincare business a long time. I'm 57 years old, right? And so the reason I love Plexaderm is it's the one product that I've used. When I put it on, I feel fresher. I don't want to look like I'm 20 anymore, but I want to look fresh, right? And that's the great thing about it.
And I know you bring me some more of these before and afters that kind of gets us all the way through.
Right, because we're showing you, listen, as a woman, if you want to wear makeup, we want to let you know, of course you can wear makeup. You put on that Plexaderm first, right? So we're showing before Plexaderm. Once you put on the Plexaderm, because here's the thing about cosmetics, if your skin underneath doesn't look great, the cosmetics aren't going to really do their job either. So the great thing about Plexaderm is you can use cosmetics. We just say stay away from anything oil-based.
Okay.
Okay, other than that, you're good to go.
Now, I love that we showed that kind of all the way the progression, because at the beginning she still looked, you know, she looked fine. But what you kind of see, she get that little gradual, nice little lift.
You know, the thing about Plexaderm is we all have our own things people don't even notice. It's our own hang up. So the great thing about Plexaderm is you do this in the privacy of your own home. You hit those little spots. Like I said, I've got those deep lines that I like to soften, crinkles around the eyes, and then I know I look fresher and I feel better and I'm happier. And
again, I know that we just showed Lisa on there, but I know we have more men to look at before and after, because is it true that I heard that the guys kind of really love this?
Guys are going crazy for this. Now this is Mike. Now take a look at Mike here. He has those bags and he has suffered with the bags for over 20 years. He says he feels like a different person the first time he used Plexaderm, because look, it's gone, right? We're not covering anything up. Imagine his skin. We've drawn moisture to the surface, but we've tightened it at the same time. I love showing Mike here because it's such a great example of he still looks like Mike, but he looks better.
Yes, and I have said this before. Ladies, get a bottle for yourself. Get one for the hubby. Just slide it across the vanity to them. But speaking of the ladies, and you did hit on this just a moment ago, but when we're talking about adding it into our makeup routine, this is pretty seamless.
Yeah, the great thing about it is I tell people it's like brushing your teeth or drying your hair. Put it on first thing in the morning, clean, dry skin, let it do its business. If you're a man, the reason the guys like it is because you can go. You don't even need moisturizer. Women, I like layers and layers. They do too. So let it dry for about 5 to 10 minutes, right? And then go about your beauty routine. Simple.
Yeah, seamless, slides right into our regular routine. Was that Richie that we had at the very end? Because I want to see Richie one more time.
Okay, so this is Richie, and I want to tell you, he is a happy guy, but we asked him not to smile because we wanted the facial features to be the same before and after. We wanted to show you this is Plexaderm all by itself doing its job. Those bags are gone, and they'll be gone for the day. We're not covering anything up. We're actually getting rid of them.
And you're right, it's still him, but he just looks like he has had a good night's rest.
Yes, and he feels, you know what, here's the thing, it's such a confidence booster because he feels better about himself. He's, you know, really struggled with these bags, and he said, I just kind of gave up and thought this is what I have. He feels like a whole new man, and he's married and his wife is happy.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Well, Linda, I'm going to tell them how everyone can, of course, get their hands on this, and I know you gave us a great deal. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
All right, everyone at home, right now, all Morning Blend viewers can get Plexaderm for up to 50% off with free shipping. Order yours by going to plexaderm.com or give them a call, 1-800-948-0923.